Alright guys, we got another recipe coming up this week. This week I'm making something that involves cooking, but really involves a little bit of just boiling water. Really, that's all you need to do, and we're going to make pickles. Except today we're going to make pickles with apple cider vinegar instead of regular white vinegar. And there's just a few ingredients that you're going to need. It's a fairly simple recipe to try to make. I'll show you the rundown with it, and we'll get this thing taken care of. So, of course, one of the main ingredients you're going to need are pickles. These are called, are cucumbers. We're going to make pickles through the process of pickling. These are called Kirby cucumbers. You can use any kind of cucumber you want, but we're going with Kirby's today. You're going to need some pickling salt. You cannot just use regular table salt. Your pickles will turn kind of a weird, funky color. So we're using this salt for pickling. It says, you know, pickling and preserving. It's just a little bit of a different type of salt. We're going to need some apple cider vinegar. Obviously, you can use white vinegar, but I prefer apple cider. It gives a little bit more of a tang. Some dill, some garlic, black pepper. That's it. I'm going to cut up the cucumbers into spears, and then I'm going to put them in a mason jar, a quart mason jar, which I'll show you in a second. Once we get, oh, here's my mason jar. So I'm going to put it in a quart mason jar like this. Once we get the spears stuffed in there, I'm going to make the brine, which essentially is water, vinegar, and salt. We're going to get that boiling poured over these, and the nice thing with these pickles is they are done within 24 hours. So you don't need to wait 2 or 3 weeks. It's not a fermented pickle. It's really just a quick pickle that you can throw in your fridge and you'll be done in no time. So I'm going to get the pickles cut up. I'll show you the cucumbers cut up. I'll show you what it's going to look like in a second here. We'll get them stuck into the jar, and then I'll show you how to make the brine. So important to note, as I said, we're using something called a Kirby cucumber. It's a regular cucumber. It's just a variety of a cucumber. It's not special. They just grow and they look like, you know, what you're typically used to seeing as a pickle. So one of the important things when you're going to make pickles is there's something called a blossom end on the pickles, and you want to nip that off because there's an enzyme that grows on here. This is where when the cucumbers grow, a blossom grows out of the end of it. And when you try to pickle these, if you put the blossom end in, there's an enzyme on it, and what that does is it's going to make your pickles soggy. So what I do is I just nip the end of them off on both sides, and then I'm going to cut these into quarters. So I'm going to start by cutting them in half. I'm going to cut each half in half, and ultimately I'm going to end up with a quarter. So, you know, this is like a pickle spear you would see. I'm going to tuck these into the jar. I'll get the rest cut up in a moment. Tuck them into the jar with a little bit of garlic. I'll get the brine going, and I'll show you how these things are going to turn out. Now my pickle spears are all cut up, and I'm putting them in a wide mouth quart jar, right? That means the mouth of the jar is the same diameter as the rest of the jar. There's a narrow mouth, wide mouth. I prefer to use these. And a tip when you're making pickles is I'm going to put these in the jar, and so that I don't make too much brine or not enough brine, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the jar filled with all of my pickle spears, and then I'm going to fill it with just water to see how much brine I'm actually going to need in my jar. That way I don't end up making too much brine or not enough brine, because I have made pickles in the past where, I'm going to cut these guys down again because they're a little big. So I have made pickles in the past where I think I have the correct amount of brine, and then what ends up happening is I put it in the jars and I run out of room. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to put these in, and I guess I'll be able to squeeze those in, but it's not going to make too much of a difference. So I'm going to fill this up with water, and I'm going to figure out how much water, in other words, how much brine I'm going to need into my jar. So, because the brine essentially is half water, half vinegar. So I'm going to pour out the water now and see how much volume is inside the jar now that the cucumbers are taking up. So that's about a cup and a quarter. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need about a half cup of vinegar and about a half cup of water. I'm going to mix those up, and I'll show you this on the stove in a pot, boiling water called a brine. And then I'm going to dump the brine over this, put the lid on, put them in the fridge. 24 hours later, your pickles are done. In the meantime, though, I'm going to reconfigure the pickles in here so I can get these last 3 slices in. I don't want those to go to waste. If they don't fit, I'll obviously just eat them as a fresh cucumber, not a big deal. And then I'll be back in a second to show you how the brine gets mixed up. Here we go with the brine. Again, I'm using apple cider vinegar. Could use white vinegar. I just prefer the tang of this. I'm going to go with, I need 1 1/4 cups total liquid. And in fact, I'm actually going to make us a little bit of extra, so I'm going to go with 1.5 cups, because as it's boiling, some of it's going to evaporate. So since I need 1.5 cups total, that means I need 3/4 cup of vinegar and then 3/4 cup of water. So I'm going to measure out 3/4 cup of vinegar. I'll get this in the pot. I have it on the pot here already turned on. And all you want to do is bring this up to a boil. You don't need to boil it a long time. Once it gets hot enough, bring it to a boil. I'm going to get 3/4 cup of water. And get these boiling on the stovetop. Now, it's going to boil fast because, as I said, there's not a lot in there. In addition to that, I also need 1/8 cup of pickling salt. So most measuring cups don't measure out to 1/8 cup, but what I do have is I have a conversion that shows me that 1/4 cup is equal to 4 tablespoons. That means if I need 1/8 cup, I need half of that amount. I need 2 tablespoons of salt. So I'm going to get my tablespoon measuring out. I'm going to measure out 2 tablespoons of salt. Put it in to form my brine, and I'm going to stir that until the salt is dissolved. It does not take long. It might take a minute or so until it gets up to temp. So I'm going to boil this, heat it up, get the salt dissolved in here. Once it's dissolved and this starts to come to a simmer, I'm going to pour it over my cucumbers. And in that jar, while I'm stirring this, I'll show you this. In that jar, I added a couple cloves of crushed garlic to the bottom. I added a couple shakes of dried dill. Now, normally I grow dill in my garden. I would put fresh dill in. I just don't have any. And a couple grinds of fresh black pepper. That's it. I'm going to pour the liquid over it, put the lid on, put it in the fridge. Tomorrow, we'll have the crunchiest, most sour pickles you could imagine. Soon to be world famous. All right, my salt is already dissolved. I'm going to put the lid on to trap that moisture in there. As we said, it's heating up, so we know it's evaporating. And I don't want to lose too much of it due to evaporation. So as it heats, once it starts to boil, and it is not going to take long, and I'll stick it with you here, I'm going to pour it over this like I said. I'm going to take this lid, 2-part lid. There's this flat part, and you can see this kind of orangish brown color in here. That's this soft material. So if you're going to actually jar something, jar pickles, you boil these lids, that gets nice and soft. You make sure everything is totally clean and sanitary. You put the lid on, you take this ring and put the ring on like this, and the ring actually helps to clamp that down. Then you put the entire jar in a bath water, of boiling water, and it helps to heat the inside temperature up. And ultimately what it does then is the air inside there expands. You pull it out, and as it cools down, this forms a vacuum inside. Right? This little button kind of sucks in, and it ultimately keeps the inside of it preserved because it removes the air so that bacteria can't grow in there. Very old preserving method, still works very well. It's just we don't need to do that because I'm going to keep these in the fridge, and the amount of salt that's in that brine is also going to help to prevent any kind of bacteria that would grow in it. And that's kind of the whole idea of the pickling process. But what I'm going to end up doing here is these pickles will be gone before anything could possibly get in there and, cause them to spoil, because they'll be gone in less than a week in the fridge. We're just about up to a boil. Another few seconds, I'll pour it over there, and we'll be set to go. All right, I can hear it starting to boil. I'm going to pull the lid off. I'm going to pour it in there carefully so that hopefully we don't have any spills. You can always do this over the sink, but I'm doing it on a cutting board on the counter. Really shouldn't be a problem. Pour my brine over my pickles. Perfect. See, no brine wasted. And that method of pre-measuring your brine out by figuring out how much water goes in there is perfect. So you can see it's steaming. There's hardly any air room in the top there already, so it's really, it's still going to create that vacuum for me and seal it, but they're not going to be preserved as long as they would if they were truly canned. So I'm going to put the lid on. I'm not going to screw it down tight. Just want to hold it on there, you know, gently, because it is still hot and then it's still going to expand. So if I put that on too tight, this lid could pop up and actually damage the lid. But I just want to get it on there so nothing is going to leak. I'm going to give it a little turn like this just to make sure all of the air bubbles come out from in between them. And you can see this. I mean, it is a beautiful jar of pickles. Like I said, I got the garlic in the bottom there. You can see the dill swirling around. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Fresh cucumbers in brine, nothing else involved, just a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of water, and some salt. Tomorrow, these things will be perfect. I'll pull them out of the fridge, and then they'll be good for, they would last in there for a few weeks and stay really crunchy. But like I said, I have a feeling these will be gone by the time the weekend gets here. That's it. I would love to see if you try to make them. Give it a shot, post some pictures or share them with the class, and let's see what you come up with.